The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
It's Monday! You're looking live at Tostino's Championship Plaza, where it is a brisk 45 degrees, partly cloudy. The tree is lit, unlike the Cowboys scoreboard. Across from me is Kurt, 2 Pumps Daniels, 3 gets you a flag.
Oh, wow.
Next to me is Large Nathaniel. We've got Chris Beam in the back. I am not Salt and Pepper Poppy, but you can call me Cool Ranch Rodriguez, all right? This is Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People feel us when we speak, and we are here on behalf of Wingstop because Wingstop is here.
Unlike Jesse and Shannon.
Yeah, they're not here. I am not
honest.
Jesse or Shannon. It's Shannon. I get it. By the way, fellas, happy to be here. Didn't want to skip out because we didn't have Shannon, we didn't have Jesse, but we also didn't want to leave the fans without an episode of Hanging with the Boys. I'm humbly stepping in on behalf of them just to provide some extra content for you guys. We don't want to miss anything. We want to give Nate his platform to speak out, and Kurt as well. We've got some good
they
notes.
won't hear from me. That's Nate. Take it.
Yeah.
No. I was talking to Josh at we were sitting over at the training table. You know, we get a chance to eat where the players eat at. You know, big billion-dollar industry that this Cowboy facilities have here, and we just, what are some of the things that interest you? Whether it's going to the draft, whether it's about the game, whether it was what you think the future is, or what you don't like about this team, what are the needs of this team, what stands out to you, wherever you want to go. And let's just round table it, you know, for real. Let's just, you know, wherever you want to start at, Josh, and you open it up and let's go, baby.
I want to open it up, and there's so many topics to cover, like you just laid out for us, Nate. But I think kind of what our fans, or what your listeners are expecting is sort of a reaction to the game, and basically not just the game itself, but the season, where we are now. You were a desperate team going in there. You just needed Philly to lose 2 of their next 4, and they beat the Raiders, which you expected, but the Dallas Cowboys are a desperate team fighting for their lives, going up against the Minnesota Vikings, who are all but out of the playoffs. They are definitely out.
Yeah.
They are out of the playoffs, and you're fighting for your playoff lives. Coming off of that performance, Nate, what is your gut reaction after that game?
You know, Kurt and these other guys have heard me say I looked at the season from training camp way different than everybody else. I knew it was going to be a new head coach. Our core was less than, everybody normally has a 30% turnover. Well, ours was greater than that. We knew we was hurting at a lot of positions. So I understood this going into training camp. I understood this leaving out of training camp. So my expectations were not the same as everybody's else. I wanted to see this team grow. I wanted to see this team become competitive. And in a few positions, we have become competitive. In a lot of positions, we haven't. We haven't become competitive in our tackles. We haven't become competitive at our linebackers. And I'm still waiting for our safeties to be a little bit better. And so those are the things that I thought going in. Those are the things during the season. Now, we could have added defensive line in there, but they have done a tremendous job with our defensive line, and that is outside, the tackles, the ends, and the one technique I think is in place. I think I can take this anywhere.
Yeah,
we may have to get a depth player if Clowney doesn't come back, but we got the depth and we got the players on our front 5 or 6 guys. So I'm good there. We have interior offensive linemen. I'm good there.
Focus on interior.
Yeah. And so,
it's key word.
So I'm not good with our secondary, and I'm not good with our linebackers. And that's the only place I was truly thought we had advantage was our linebackers, and we don't have that advantage. So that's just my overall feel, Kurt.
Well, see, last night I kind of came into question because I agreed with you. I thought our defensive line was pretty well set, but you look at these last two games; they got no pressure last night.
Nah.
So I don't know. Have they figured out this 5-man front we were all excited about? I mean, after those first 3 games of Quinn and Williams, man, we were going to the Super Bowl. Everybody's fired up. And now in these last 2, it's just especially last night, but like the same old team.
Did you feel like your coordinator put you in the best position after those first 2 drives? You were able to generate pressure. I mean, you had the interception, Quinn Williams interception on that first drive. I mean, I felt like the pressure was there, but what about the Vikings sort of pulled Eberflus back into saying like, okay, we need to focus on coverage now and focus less on the pressure? Because I mean, for all intents and purposes, what you've seen from JJ McCarthy has been the more time he's had to throw, the worse of a passer he is, the worse completion percentage he has. So, I mean, all indicators said that you don't have to pressure him as much for him to play poorly, but he kind of had a get-right game yesterday. I guess my thinking is like, do you feel that last night was a step back in the progression that we took during that gauntlet, the 3-game stretch where you beat Super Bowl champions and you beat the Raiders?
Yeah, I do in some ways because, again, I think we've all kind of been trying to give Matt Eberflus the benefit of the doubt. I'd hate to see them bring in another coordinator, the 4th one in 4 years or whatever it would be. But you just got to question, like, they were having some success early with the blitz, like you said, and then they just completely went away from it. This is from Bobby Belt. He's with the flagship station, but he said that his stats were Dallas blitzed him just 7 times, McCarthy just 7 times, and only once in the second half. They were having success. McCarthy's rating when they blitzed was 72.2. When he didn't, it was a 124.5. So why are you – I don't understand.
Why back off?
Now, I don't know the intricacies of the schemes, and maybe the secondary couldn't hold. I don't know what it was, but why are you just abandoning it?
The thing that we want, and like I told Josh when we were sitting down there eating lunch, the reason I was not against, and I'm still not against, getting rid of Eberflus until the season is over. Because you thought we were in a bad mess. If we would have got rid of this guy in the middle of the season, we'd have been in an even terrible mess. The thing is, we have been successful in slowing down the run. But you got a rookie in Revel. This is his 4th game?
And he had no offseason to speak of. I mean, he's been in
you got a Carson's.
Yeah.
And then you got Bridges.
Bridges.
I mean,
Triquez Bridges.
We trying to really make guys that are inexperienced and guys that are not very good, we're trying to make them better than what they are. Mm-hmm. You can blitz, but that head coach, he's no dummy. He made adjustments. And I challenge Bobby. I challenge everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, did these coaches change anything when you started blitzing them? Did they make some type of moves or some adjustments to help other players get open? Now, like I tell people, I'm with it. At the end of the year, they get rid of Coach Eberflus, no problem. You bring in the next guy, hopefully before the draft, so you can kind of bring in who he wants in here. But understand, it's going to be some growing pains with that too. And
you're starting over.
Yeah,
again.
because the answer is not going to always be get rid of the coach. That's not going to always be the answer. No. So
the personnel has to fit too.
Yeah, so I have nothing against these young guys. I have nothing against guys that just can't play. But you need to move on as a coach, and I felt that way in training camp, after training camp, even when we traded. I said to myself, y'all, and it's quick fix right now. Everybody's hyped. I look at it how it really is. Philadelphia's struggling.
Yeah.
And we caught a struggling Philadelphia team. Hey, more power to the Cowboys. We took advantage of it. We took a struggling Kansas City team. Yes, we know what they did a year ago.
Yeah.
They were both in the Super Bowl. They're not the same teams. Mm-hmm. Just like the Cowboys are not the same team. You just have to make do with what you got. You got to get through this season. I was not on the playoff roller coaster, so I don't have to be feeling bad today. I never, you know that, Kerr.
Yeah.
I've never been on the playoff roller coaster. So
You kept it even keel.
Yeah,
the whole
because
season.
this thing is long, and people want to say, what do you do different as a player now that you're in a playoff run? And so the question I pose to people is, until you see a E, go to ESPN standings, until you see a E with a couple of dashes in front of your name, you're mathematically still in it. Somehow, somewhere, they done figured it out that you But when you see that E, and you out. It's called elimination. So until the Cowboys get the E, I guess you can continue to have hope. But realistically, I ask you two guys, what have your eyes been telling you?
Inconsistency. This is the same team that lost to the Arizona Cardinals, that also beat the Eagles, that also beat the Chiefs, that also lost to the Vikings. It is just it's a topsy-turvy season. There have been so many ups and downs, and it's really hard to even just think about, week one when you consider the CD drops and how that was a storyline. And
yes.
That kind of reared its head back whenever we played against the Eagles again in CD. I mean, and you're expecting a lot out of these players, of course. I mean, I think the one consistency that you've had this season is Dak. He's played really great. Genuinely, he's played his best football this year. It feels like a wasted year in some areas because his defense has not helped him out. You've had inconsistencies with the line, which is a big thing that we brought up on Talking Cowboys. Like, the question was, what has been the biggest which position group has provided you the biggest disappointment this year? I had said the offensive line because the expectations that you have also factor into a disappointment. And I expected an offensive line that had finally gotten some chemistry in the offseason, and you kind of have the same guys outside of Tyler Booker, but at least you had chemistry with these guys, and they got to be together for a full offseason and all these things, and your tackle play has just been really, really bad. Yeah. Frankly bad. And a large part of that is due to Tyler Guyton. We were talking about Tyler Guyton and how, if he were in these last three games, oh my gosh, we would have been in a much better situation. But even when you did have Tyler Guyton in the game, it was still inconsistent. For me, that, not inexcusable, but it's just a huge disappointment, like I said, that you're not getting the same play that you would be expecting out of that group. Now, you could also point to the linebackers being disappointed.
I would pick them,
But what expectations did you have for them? Because we're talking about, the only frame of reference that I had was training camp and some of the preseason. And for me, it's impossible to judge linebackers in training camp because they're not making actual tackles.
Thank you.
And I said that to Nate. That was one of my first questions to you when we first met, my first camp 3 years ago. It's like, how are you judging linebacker? I don't get how we're doing this. You can't. You simply can't until they're out there taking live reps. And the tackling's been inconsistent, and they're not reading the right plays.
Yeah, I think what we were sold, though, we had higher expectations than what we're getting.
Because we were sold that Eberflus is a linebackers coach.
Yeah, exactly. They brought in experienced veterans. Sanborn knew his system, and Murray had 100 tackle seasons. And I mean, yesterday, our two middle linebackers each had one assist.
Wow.
How does that even happen? Your middle linebackers don't get a single solo tackle. I don't know. So that, to me, the linebackers have been a huge.
And is it the personnel, or is it the personnel and the coaching, or is it the coaching? You kind of have to ask yourself that. I was asking Nate about this too. It's, what exactly is number 59 reading out there, Kenneth Murray? What is he reading to put him out of position so often?
I don't know. That's That's the bottom line.
That's $1 million question right now.
I don't know, and he's not played good, and so to pile it on is too late, fellas. It's about now.
It's the same thing we've been seeing.
Yeah, so you have to get through this season. As a fan, you don't change. Out there in TV, radio land, ticket goers, players, merchandise people, don't change. Keep their expectations high. But within this organization, they're gonna have to make some changes, man. And whether it's personnel, players, coaches, they're going to have to make some changes. But some of these changes that you make going into this year has to last. We haven't had players.
Consistency.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Our 30% seem like it affects us more than any other team that's making a run. Even Philadelphia, as bad as they are, right at this point, they still have 9 wins. They still have 9 wins. Yep. And they've beat some pretty good teams.
Yeah, they've beaten some good teams.
Yeah, so that's because if you have players, you still can overcome a lot. We don't have, and I've said it, and Jesse said it, and I'll continue to say it, we don't have the players. We don't have enough B-plus players. I've said it at the beginning. I'm going to say it until they do something different. We need a few more B-plus players.
All right, guys, we have to take our first break. When we come back, I really want to focus on the offense because there's a lot of blame to go around. It wasn't just a defensive effort that lost you this game. More on the offense when we come back from Hanging with the Boys.
At Batteries Plus, we don't just sell batteries, we recycle them too. So don't toss your old ones. They're packed with critical materials we can reuse. Come in and recycle old lithium batteries found in your power tools, power banks, wearables, and small electronics. You'll score a chance to win Cowboys tickets, a VIP experience, and more. Join America's team and recycle with Batteries Plus, the official battery recycling partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
How about them Cowboys? And how about them Jimmy Dean breakfast bowls? Keep your game day celebrations going with real eggs, potatoes, cheese, and our savory Jimmy Dean sausage. And with 22 grams of protein per serving, you'll have enough energy to power you from early morning to the final whistle. The no-hassle, ready-in-minutes prep makes it easy. Just heat, eat, and cheer on those Cowboys. Get yours today. Jimmy Dean brand is proud to be the official protein of the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back. This second segment is brought to you by blockchain.com. You know
Blockchain.
that is the world's most popular way to buy and sell and trade crypto. Do you know that, Nate?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got a lot of
You
crypto?
knew that. I did.
You know, when I first heard of crypto, I thought it was a gang member or something. So Crip blood. So hey, I left it alone for a long
No
time.
Bitcoin for Nate.
Yeah.
Kurt, you trading digital currencies,
I
man?
can't say that I'm too involved.
But if you did, you'd be doing it on
of course.
blockchain.com.
Of course.
All right, fellas.
Dak does it.
Back to the real world.
Yeah, Dak does it.
The real world.
Oh, yeah. Dak trusts blockchain.com.
Oh yeah.
He's got a little commercial and everything.
Yes, sir.
Fellas, we got to talk about the offense now. Thank you, Beam. We got to talk about the offense. Like I said, it wasn't just a defensive effort that lost you the game. It was a losing effort on all fronts. And Nick Eatman had a great article or column on DallasCowboys.com
Yeah.
about how complementary football works in the other way too. If you're uncomplimentary on all three sides, you're going to lose the game. And I don't think any phase really helped you. Granted, you had a sort of a bounce back game from Cavante Turpin, but special teams, I mean, Aubrey missed a couple of field goals.
Yeah, had missed only 2 all year and missed 2 in the game.
My question is, do you feel that the offense becomes conservative with how good Brandon Aubrey is? Too conservative?
The thing is this here, and I hate to repeat myself on this one, but I don't depend on kickers as much as most people. As great a kicker,
much as
athlete, athlete as this dude is, I need him only 2 times. I need him to tie a game, and I need him to win a game. But if I gotta depend on him for constant scoring, it's another element has to be in place. That means you got to have a great defense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't. If we had a great defense, I would probably be the biggest Aubrey fan in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey man, if all you gotta do get me 16 points or get me 20 points. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't the case. Our offense and is not doing it.
How is that happening? You have CD, you have George Pickens. They're both healthy, as far as I'm concerned.
All you got to do is go to the most hated defense in the world that the Cowboys can't run effectively. Go to a cover 2, and you can stop them. You can not stop them. You can slow them down.
Yeah.
But once again, if your offensive line was just a tick better, then that would give CD and George Pickens a better opportunity. Our tight ends can go up the middle, the seam routes a little bit more with ease and with more consistency. That's the problem. It all comes down to, do you have time, to make these throws? Because guys sometimes have to work themselves open in a zone, deal with man-to-man. You get that quick escape, or you run an excellent route, and you right there. Now, people say, well, the same thing with the zone. Nah, not always, especially when you playing behind the chains. What was 2 for 12 yesterday?
Yeah.
17%. We had a better chance of making the playoffs, huh? In the way we was doing the third downs, and that hurt them to not win on first down. I mean, we first and 10. I mean, we first and 10, then we second and 10, or we second and 8, we second and 7. Now that's 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 30. So they were sitting. You saw them sitting right on that 9-yard line or that 8-yard line. Hey, we back far enough. If you try to go deep, we're gonna contest it. But we're gonna make you throw in front of us. That's what a Brian Flores. The same way with the Kansas City with Spagnuolo. They want to dictate where you throw the ball so they can come up and make it 4th and whatever.
But sorry, go ahead.
Or was there things the Cowboys could have done differently to combat them? And what should they have done to?
What you have to win on first.
Yeah.
You have to win on first down and let second down be your gamble down. I call it a gambling down, where if you second and 4, you can throw, you can run. There's a lot of things you can do with second and 4, second and 3. Even second and 5, it's a lot you can do. But it ain't a lot you can do with second and 8, second and 7. So.
That gives them the ability to hunt you at that point. And when you're looking about, being blitzed, Dak was hit 11 times yesterday, only 2 sacks, but it was the highest percentage of his career of being blitzed.
Yes.
Flores decided, I'm going to attack Dak today, and I'm going to basically ask you to throw the slant.
Yes.
That was something that we brought up today in Talking Cowboys. It's like they're begging you to do it.
Oh, yeah.
They out-physical your receivers.
They want to dictate to you where to throw the ball, and they were specific. Like you said, the slant. They throw it to your back out of the backfield. Because a couple of times They had 7 to 8 men up on the line, and right before the snap, you'll see the 2 outside linebackers go right into the slant zone, or you'll see 2 safeties just run back into cover 2. You'll just see them turn around and turn their back and get back where they're supposed to be. That is how it is supposed to be played, with discipline. You know, and they played it with discipline, so they kept us in a bad – you know, I tell people, it's a great thing when you win a game and you are 4 for 5 on 4th down. It's not a great thing when you lose a game, because that means you had 3 downs to execute, and you were so scared that your defense wasn't going to hold up till you had to push it into the 4th down. So one is with winning and the other is with losing, and it was not a great thing. Our offense was not what it was supposed to be. They did not take over the game like we thought they were.
Absolutely. I was on record saying we were going to score 40.
Yeah, and it didn't happen.
It did not happen.
It did not happen.
Something that I thought was really successful in the second half after Javonte Williams came back and they started running the ball again, at least between the 20s. I thought he looked great. I mean, he's going to be sore today.
1 yards per carry.
Absolutely, and he looked great. This is a guy that also scored a touchdown yesterday, and after those few runs in the second half, they kind of waned off of him. They're like, all right, we're done using him in this drive, when it's like, no, keep that engine going. I mean, he's playing really well, and you saw those bursts, but it's just someone brought this up in the chat. I want to give him a shout out real quick. Gabe says there's no creativity in the run scheme as well. I see other teams run counters, sweeps, pitches, zone stretch plays. Get these guys on the move, let them maul. Why are we not seeing that? Why are we seeing a sort of one-dimensional run game from Dallas Cowboys offense, especially Brian Schottenheimer, who I've been very critical of on getting away from the run game?
Well, I thought they kind of got away from the run game because they had to, just because of time. He was having so much success, but they were chasing at the end there. But as far as, Nate can talk about the blocking and why they're not, using more, like you said, more looks in the run game.
The more, when you have new guys in and out of the lineup, how much do you really want to change? How do I put this? I don't want to say the guys are not smart, but you don't want to run a play in practice, 4 or 5 new plays in practice. Only one of them work, but you want to have creativity, but you got new guys. This tackle can do this, but this tackle can't. This guard can do this, but this guard can't. But you've never seen them work together more than 4 games. Have we had 4 games where we've had at least 4 of our same offensive linemen?
No, it's been a musical chairs this year so far.
Is that then one because Hakeem Adeniji had to come in late when he's the 3rd string tackle out there at practice? Is he not getting it in reps for those?
He's not getting many reps at all.
So they had to go away from the.
But understand this now.
They're still taking snaps, though.
That's true.
He's taking just as many pass snaps as
Let me tell you something, fellas.
And I don't think the score was that far behind to where you can just say like, oh, we're gonna just forego the run game at that point.
Yeah. Let me say this right here. Back in my day, where offensive line play was something you really worked on, I'm talking about skill set, I'm talking about techniques. These guys, the majority of what they do is against air. Either
you're talking about practice,
and I'm talking about walkthroughs
practice.
And I'm, in training camp, that's why Coach tried to pick up the pace, because I felt bad for number 75. What his name?
Adeniji.
I felt bad. I felt bad because that kid, they got in there and several times they just spent him.
Yeah.
They took him out. He went out, and they double moved him, and he went to turn back, and they caught him out on the outside. He just spent the top. And I'm saying, wow, he's not ready. Now, don't get me wrong. What I mean was he wasn't ready for the speed. of what the game brought. He knew who to block. He was on it, but he was not ready for the speed.
They knew the first day of Hanukkah was showing up, so they're like, "Oh, let's do a Drake."
I tell people, and I've been there, where you have not played against top caliber, all out assault, and that's what happened to a lot of these guys.
No live reps for him.
Yes. And when the live reps come, that's why I said when I put in a new offensive lineman in the game, I'm like, Coach, you need to give me a couple of runs. You need to give me a couple of runs.
But at least in the modern day NFL, Nate, and I know you're used to two-a-days, and I know you're used to really tough practices that were tougher than games at times. How do you manage that? How do you affect your players enough to where they're getting that same level of consistency and reps and
it's just hard. This team doesn't have depth. We after we get past our front five defensively, who is it? After we get past our front five offensive linemen, who is it?
Mm-hmm. After your top two wide receivers.
Yeah, after your top two wide receivers is Flournoy, and then who is it? So our depth has to get better.
Can they do that with a top-heavy salary cap?
And that has been.
That's why you trade a Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
That's why you do a move like that.
So do you then spend money on a Pickens?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's definitely up for debate, Like I think you're seeing a lot from Flournoy, but does he have the season that he has without George Pickens being there, without him being a target for defenses?
No, I agree.
They effectively took him out of the game yesterday. I didn't expect that to happen. I thought he was going to bounce back after his game against the Lions.
Yeah.
No. That is what y'all said it on y'all show repeatedly. Like I told Isaiah, you didn't believe what you were saying. He skill set wise, they are top 3 to 4 team. The only thing Minnesota Vikings was missing was a quarterback. And if he played just average, they had a great chance of beating us. I told Isaiah, I said, now you said that all week, but you still picked the Cowboys to win because you didn't believe what you were saying. Well, guess what McCarthy did yesterday? He went out there and was average, and they beat us.
He was almost below average, and they still beat him.
Yeah, but
he missed a lot of throws.
But if we had the depth, because the great wide receiver did not beat us.
No.
Number one beat us.
No, Naylor.
Yeah, that's who beat us.
Yeah, he did.
You get what I'm saying? So
Jefferson had 8 targets, only 2 receptions for 22 yards.
And dropped the touchdown.
Can't
blame that on that kid. He put it in his hands.
Nope. And then he dropped a huge gainer, too.
So
insane.
What I'm trying to tell people is this right here. This team is building. I'm hoping that Coach Schottenheimer has another year to put things in place. I hope that they go out in the draft and forget need. For the next 2 years, we don't need the word. The word need should not come up with draft. Forget what you need. Mm-hmm. Get players.
Yeah.
Get players.
Get players to where your current starters should be the backup.
Yeah. Yes. Get players, man. We'll have this draft show. They do a great job.
It's excellent.
I'm serious. They break down players and they'll tell you positions and and they'll tell you that they're not trying to persuade you to go a certain place, but they'll keep telling you who they like.
Yeah. They start throwing pens and everything whenever their guy goes off the board.
Me, I just don't want after the drafts to hear somebody walk up to them and say, well, we needed this player and we got this player. Hold on. You mean to tell me it was a guy 2 times better at another position and we let him go because we needed this maybe player?
Yeah.
Quit drafting the maybes and draft the players.
What's funny about that, though, is we did the pod picks last year for our first round pick. Every single one of them was either wide receiver or running back. just depending on who would be available, right? But we were all picking that sort of vibe. Nate was one of, I think,
Chris.
and Chris Beam also chose Tyler Booker. Y'all both picked him.
I say, what do we need, Chris? Who is the best? He said, Chris. That you cannot go wrong getting the best player,
and he worked out
because you know what we said we didn't need. We don't need no corners. We got 2 corners.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't need no corners, fellas. Is that not a major need now?
Yeah.
Yeah, huge.
Absolutely. I need a safety though.
I'm with you, bro.
I need a coverage safety.
I'm with you.
You currently have 4 downhill safeties. You need a coverage safety.
Yes.
Kurt, who you picking? What position? Sorry.
Oh, that they need to help with?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the entire secondary, linebacker. You know,
defense.
there's a lot of spots.
The thing that hurts is when I see the obvious. You know, Brandon Aubrey is a hell of a weapon. People say, Nate, you hate kickers, da-da-da. No, I have different uses for a kicker than most people. I don't need him to be my primary scorer.
Right.
What I need him to do is to help me win games, either tie in them or kick him for the win. We at the 40, get Brandon. Okay, we at the 40, get Brandon. The other team is scoring touchdowns.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put Brandon on McCarthy. Well, 2 weeks ago he would have been better than McCarthy because McCarthy couldn't even score a touchdown. But this week here, he wasn't better than McCarthy. You get what I'm saying?
I get you. All right, boys, we need to take our second break. When we come back, I need to ask you about Shoddy's comments after the game, just to kind of get your thoughts on them when we come back on Hanging with the Boys.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
At Batteries Plus, we don't just sell batteries, we recycle them too. So don't toss your old ones. They're packed with critical materials we can reuse. Come in and recycle old lithium batteries found in your power tools, power banks, wearables, and small electronics. You'll score a chance to win Cowboys tickets, a VIP experience, and more. Join America's team and recycle with Batteries Plus, the official battery recycling partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Talking Cowboys. It's a little bit of a crossover episode today. Boys, I kind of wanted to bring up Shoddy's comments in his presser after the game. He took accountability for it. He said, it's always got to start with me and the things that I messed up and I didn't do very well. Brian Flores was better than me today. I won't sleep very good tonight, but I promise you I'll wake up tomorrow, work my ass off, and I'm going to figure it out. He also had mentioned that frustrated that they were that poor on third down, which is true. The play calling was questionable, I'd say, on third down. We're better than that. I'm better than that.
Let's hope so.
Do you? Damn, Kurt.
Kurt takes subtle shots like that. You better ride him along.
That's a shot. That's shoddy. I see it. What do you make of that? He's trying to take accountability. I think he's being nice. I don't think it was all on shoddy. Granted,
thank God for
I didn't love some of the play calls.
Dak. Mm-hmm. Thank God for shoddy. But stop. I don't want to hear it no more. Brother, when they hit them both them A-gaps and them linebackers hit both them A-gaps sitting on the side of the center, you mean to tell me you ain't went over that not only with Brian Flores, you went over with Coach Spagnuolo with the Kansas City Chiefs. You had a repeat. You should have been better. Think about it now. You faced the same thing with the Kansas City Chiefs. You should have been better. As a head coach, offensive coordinator, your position coaches should have been better, and definitely your players should have been on top of that. That should have been routine by the time this game came. So when he said that right there, I said to myself, I'm glad he really don't have a real bullet in his mouth for him to bite down on, because he'll be gone right today.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. That made me so mad, man. No. Hey, do your part, Coach. You know, I've been backing you all year. But when are you going to hold your – and you can't do it public. I understand this. This is the talking head.
Of course.
You got to hold these dudes responsible. You got to hold each player responsible, because nowhere in the world we should have these two quality wide receivers and they not light up this. They should have lit up Minnesota, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That is certain things I'm not going to accept. Now, I can accept trying to rebuild the defense. I can accept whatever you want to do to the defense. But I ain't going to accept not having two of these outstanding wide receivers, a pretty good tight end group, and a decent running back not being successful. That, and I ain't saying being perfect. Well, they got to be perfect. No, they don't have to be perfect.
But the tools are there.
Yes.
The tools are there.
Yeah.
Kurt, how did you feel about Shoddy's comments?
Yeah, I mean, he did get out coached, I think. And, I do think he's better than what he's shown, but he's still learning in some ways.
He got out coached last game.
Yeah.
He got out coached last game. Detroit did some things.
Yeah.
But
is he trying to prove his point on the wrong things? This is kind of the last thing I want to talk about. We only have a couple minutes left. Trayvon Diggs wasn't activated this last week, and it might be another one of those things where coaches, he's trying to instill something different in this team. It may be coach, it may be higher up.
Can I be honest?
We don't know. There's a lot of drama there. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you said it. Say it again. It may be.
Maybe higher up.
It is.
Yeah. It's like Parsons.
Tell me why.
It is.
Tell me why.
It's gotten personal.
It's gotten personal, bro. You can't tell me that Diggs is not better than any corner we got out here, even Bland.
Yeah.
Physically, when he is healthy. I ain't even talking about him right in the head. I'm talking about when he is healthy, he is the number one corner. He is the number one corner. So this ain't just Coach. This Coach Shoddy saying, boy, I ain't know it's going to be this much politics in the head coach of the Cowboys. But, hey, I got to do this for my players. He cannot alienate himself from this kid, because he may need this kid to come by the end of the season to come back. And then the thing is, what if this baby boy come back and do what everybody wants him to do and be that player that we know? Now all of a sudden, you know how we are. Oh, no, man, but oh, Lord, we lost the season. But you just see Diggs these last two games. Oh, he got 3 interceptions, 5 back. You know how we go.
Yeah.
So
if they're eliminated on Saturday, I don't know if we see Diggs again, because let the young guys play.
You think an E coming before us with a couple of dashes?
Your chances right now are 1% to make the playoffs.
Seems pretty.
We ever doing better on third down, huh? Wow. I just believe this here, fellas. And I can't tell you guys how to think. I mean, y'all are fans of the Cowboys. But right now, I think the Cowboys are right where I thought they would be. A team that's trying to get better, building, trying to put things in place, trying to now I will be able to be proudly to say after this draft, going into OTAs, if I see a safety, cover safety, if I see a cover linebacker, I'll be over the moon. Because I do expect better next year.
Absolutely.
I do expect better next year. And whoever the coach is, whether it's Coach Eberflus, whether it's a new guy, they need to be here for the draft and the preparation of the draft.
You have to make that decision quick.
Yeah, we cannot say, okay, we done drafted our players. Now we bring in this guy, and he's not exactly that type of coach.
Yeah. Kurt, any final words before the episode concludes?
No, it's been such a crazy season, ups and downs, and just another kick in the gut there yesterday.
So is that something from foreign, or you just another kick in the another brick in the wall? Who's saying that?
Pink Floyd.
Yeah, another brick in the wall.
Hey, my man Josh, he's another.
I know he's a movie buff too now.
Yeah, that was
every now and then I put on my Batman shirt, but he never shows up the day I wear the Batman
I saw it on Friday.
Okay, all right.
All right, fellas. Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it. Guys, it's been fun. It's a good chat with you. Tomorrow, Jesse and...
No, we off.
Oh, tomorrow? Yeah.
Well,
Tomorrow
no
we're off.
shows
We're
tomorrow.
helping. But Wednesday, you will have the full Hanging with the Boys crew for Chris Beam, Kurt, Nate. I'm Josh. We'll see you next time.
Wherever you at, Shannon.
We out.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?